Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? All right. What's up, everybody? How's it going? How's it going? Just doing some guitar work here. Um, if you guys seen my lives, usually I'm playing music, but this is what I do during the day. I fix guitars, I do fret work, I do all types of stuff. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Anything about guitar repair, I'll try to answer it as best as I can. Damn it, I'm trying to plug this in. All right. Let's see this here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this guitar in. Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going, guys? I'm going to be doing some guitar repair here. If you guys watch some of my lives, you guys could see that I do live music, but I'm doing some guitar repair here. Let's check it out. So this guitar came back to me. So this guitar came back to me because it had a trem system in it, right? A Duesenberg trem system, and I've tried everything. I've tried doing the spring. I've tried replacing the spring. I've tried everything, doing the nut, doing the the neck pocket, everything, and it just wouldn't stay in tune. So um, we went back to that this bridge, in my opinion, I feel like this bridge is not made for obviously this guitar. This is a Reverend guitar, so it is not made for that. So um, it just it just wasn't working out. So we went back to the tailpiece, which the tailpiece is right here. And again, guys, I mean, I've tried everything to let it stay in tune. I've tried a new nut. I've tried filing the nut, and I've been doing this for some time now, and that almost always works. But it just, I don't know what it was about this trem. It just didn't work. And so um, we switched it out for the tailpiece, and it definitely stays in tune with the tailpiece. I'm going to go ahead and grab this straight edge. What I'm going to do is I like to do this just to check the neck pocket again. I do have a roller bridge here, and I'm going to make sure that I'm getting clearance because I did shim this guitar. Okay, so you can see I do get a really big, I get a huge clearance, which you don't want to go too high. Um, but what am I saying? I got this thing. I'm over here hand winding. Yeah, but if you guys have any questions on guitar repair, um, I can kind of tell you guys how I got started a little bit. And I got started. I've always been a guitar player. I got started. Um, I was working at Lowe's, and I was in the lumber area and playing gigs and all that stuff. And what happened was I uh, I decided to quit because just a lot of stuff was going on, and it was too far from where I lived and all that. So I decided to quit, and when I quit, I got hired by Fender, and that's when I started working on guitars. Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the neck pocket off, and I'm gonna show you guys right now because this guitar has a huge shim, and it was put on by a previous tech. So let's just check it out. Let's see what's going on under here. Whoa! Yeah, so this guy put in a huge shim. This thing is like super thick, so I usually don't go this thick. This is a Reverend guitar, so it's not like I feel like the quality control is really good on these. So I just don't think they would send out a guitar with so much flaw, like a huge flaw like that, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm missing one more. Let's see. Okay, so I don't know where the other one went. We'll worry about that later. We just have a really big shim that they put on. It's massive, very thick. I just don't think it needs that much of a shim. If with the straight edge, I went ahead and put the straight edge across the bridge, and it was huge clearance. So let's just try it without the shim being there. Let's see here. Okay. I like to get a screwdriver when I'm here. Let me see. You guys can't see me. I like to use a screwdriver when I'm using when I'm putting the bolts in, just because I don't want to slip and nick the guitar or anything like that. It's just a safety measure that I take. Like I mentioned, working at Fender, you're working with brand new guitars, so I guess that just taught me to be real cautious. Okay, so there you go, just like that. Okay, so again, I'm going to go ahead and run the straight edge across. Let's see what this looks like. So you see there is a slight, um, now it's way too low. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get another piece of shim that I use. And let's go ahead and check that out. All right, here it goes. Killing in the name of. So again, I'm taking them off with this. What's up, guys? How's it going? Where are you from, bro? I'm from Los Angeles. Los Angeles, California. I'm in the suburbs. I'm probably like, I want to say, without traffic, I'm probably like 20 minutes away from Los Angeles. I'm in LA County, so it's like I'm not too far. I'm probably like 25, 30 minutes away. And that's like with light traffic. It's super trafficy around here if you're from this area. But yeah, Los Angeles, Orange County area. Let's see here. Let me see if I can get some. What kind of guitar are you fixing? I am fixing a. It's a Reverend guitar. Uh, oh man, what is it? It's a. I forget the name. I work on so many that I'm always but this is an unusual one because usually I do Fenders and Gibsons and all that stuff. So Reverend, I don't really. They're kind of boutique, rare. Um, I love these guitars though. If you guys have a chance to check them out, these are really nice. This one is made in Korea. I want to say they're from San Diego. I think that's where they make them. I could be totally wrong though. But just another thing, guys. I always like to share like just perspective on gear. Um, Are you a guitar artic? I'm a repair man, so guitar tech. I've been doing it for a long time. I think I mentioned I used to work for Fender. Fender is not too far from me, actually. Well, Fender was made in Orange County. It was invented, created, whatever you want to call it, in Orange County. But the big plant now is in Corona. It's in Corona, California, and I used to work there. And it's a it's a crazy experience working there. But yeah, I'm fixing the Reverend, and what I'm doing right now is I'm just doing a setup because, like I mentioned, I had a Duesenberg Les 2 trem, and it just did not want to stay in tune. And I tried everything. I tried switching the nut. I refiled the nut. I lubed the nut. Everything. I changed the springs. Everything. It just did not want to stay in tune, and it is what it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and we went back to the tailpiece. So that's what we started doing. So yeah. But yeah, guys, if anybody is from the Orange County or LA area in California, and you need any type of repairs, let me know. Although, what is the weather there? Sounds cool. Oh man, I don't know where you're from. Let me see. What's your name? Uh, Bandana. I don't know where you're from, but man, today in SoCal, it's freaking beautiful, man. It's gorgeous. The day is just perfect. And you know what? I love I grew up pretty much going to Disneyland because it's right here. So yeah, bro, it's a perfect day to go to Disneyland. Really, really nice out, sunny, blue sky. Weather's perfect. Um, when the weather's perfect, it reminds me why the hell we pay so much here because it's pretty expensive to live here. So let's see. Let's see here. Okay, so we got that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tune it up now. And remember, guys, what I was doing was I have a straight edge, and I'm just gonna run it down and make sure that there's clearance on the bridge because I'm trying to manipulate the direction of the neck. Okay, I want good action on this guitar. Um, if any of you work on guitars, you know that that's the best thing about having a bolt-on neck is that you can manipulate the angle. So that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. Um, this guitar, customer said he bought it brand new, but it needs a shim. So it's like the neck pocket is shifted, or it could have been routed slightly off, or anything like that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them according to my experience in guitar work. Um, and if you guys are in the LA, Orange County area, you guys need any type of repairs, let me know. This is what I do. I also play music. So if you guys see me live, most of the time I'm playing live. But yeah, other than that, this guitar is definitely, I'm going to set it up. I'm just going to put some tension on it, and we're going to see where this thing sits. Another thing too is I will always share if you guys are doing guitar repair, and you want to know what tools are good to use or where you can get tools for a good price. I'm always on the lookout. Um, like this little thing right here, I want to say it costs like $40. It's a Ryobi, the brand is whatever, but this thing is great. I also have a DeWalt, um, one of these, and it's amazing too. So I use both of them. Um, I know guitar repair is a fun thing to get into. So again, if you guys are looking to get into guitar repair, um, and you guys have any questions, um, I can go ahead and answer those questions to the best of my experience. Okay. Um, he also can play. Yes, yeah, that's what I do. If I'm not working on guitars, I also play. And what I do is I do live looping too. So, live looping. That's like 99% of my gigs are live looping. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get the tension on this. It is very important when you set up a guitar. Very, very important to know the tuning. Okay, some people are drop D, some people are standard. It's very like inaccurate if you go ahead and tune. Let's say you tune to drop D, the tension is very low, and then you go and do a setup, and then you turn it back to let's say standard, when you put more tension on the guitar is going to go like this. You don't want to do that. You want to tune it to the key that you are going to be playing in most of the time. This customer, he wants to do standard, so we're going to go ahead and do standard. Okay, so standard E. If you guys have any questions on what I'm using or anything like that, please feel free to ask. I'm going to share this thing real quick. If anybody is doing luthier work or anything like that, I feel like this is probably the best way to go. This is a Peterson tuner. Definitely get one of these. It is the most accurate that I've ever worked with. Um, and if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. So we're going to go ahead and okay, perfect. I these strings are kind of older, so I'm always afraid if they're gonna pop or not. Okay, so let's see. I'm making sure they're all on the wheels right here because this is a roller bridge. So now that I have that, I'm gonna go ahead and get my straight edge. By the way, this straight edge is from Music Nomads. Very, very good straight edge. Reasonable price too. It's not. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add another shim. So let's do that. All right, guys. So, what did you say? I can't. I don't understand. Okay, then, bro. You got to go to sleep. All right. Well, you have a good night. Peace out. All right. So I'm gonna again take these off and add another shim. And all I'm using is I'm using. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all this off. right. All right, everybody, I'm working on this guitar here. You guys can see. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. Um, we're basically shimming this guitar because the neck is, I want to get as best action as I could. And let's see here. All right. Okay, so I got that there. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use the straight edge again, and I'm going to go right across. And that's just a lot better. Let me put some tension on the strings and see where we stand. All right. Perfect. All right. So let's go ahead. Again, it's very important if you're setting up a guitar, it is very important to put it in the tuning that the customer's going to want or that you're going to want to set it up to. Um, you got to understand that this is wood, and when you increase the tension, it's going to bend the wood. Okay, that's why they have a truss rod to compensate for the tension that you're putting on, for action reasons and stuff like that. So, huge, huge thing. Um,